So we're doing something different. We're in a Tesla Model 3 with full self-driving, so we thought we'd do a test because it sounded like fun. So we strapped all our cameras to the car, and hopefully none of them fall off.
Hopefully.
And Sue's riding in the back.
With Daniel.
With Daniel. So we've got a full car in a Tesla Model 3, so hopefully it doesn't kill us.
No, that's what we're...
That's the goal.
That's the goal,
That's
right?
the goal of the whole self-driving thing.
Otherwise, a lot of engineers wasted a lot of time.
We've got a GoPro inside so you can see the screen. I've got a 360 camera on the roof just because it sounded like fun. And then the gimbal camera, which is not wide enough.
That way, if the car crashes, we have a lot of angles to show
to
what
indict
happened.
us with.
So,
People will know exactly what killed us.
So, yeah, here we go.
if we hit somebody else, it was the car that was driving. It was not me that was driving.
Yes, it was the person.
Blame it on the car.
So on the visualization, these sort of red lines are what Tesla considers are the boundaries of drivable space. So anything that's in that kind of fuzzy area is considered not drivable space. And you'll notice, like when we pass this road up here, that it's going to have an opening there because it considers that's drivable space.
Huh.
It'll show all the lanes, the center dividers, etc. So let's go ahead and engage Autopilot. And you'll notice the visualization got bigger.
Margins of error.
Which is nice, yes. So that way you can really see what's going on when it totally fails on you.
So it's doing it on its own now?
Yes. Yeah.
Interesting.
You still have to have your hand on the wheel, of course, and also there is a small cabin camera right there that is watching me to make sure that I am facing forward and paying attention and am not holding my cell phone or something like that.
And if you're not, it reports directly to Elon?
There's someone who's already gotten an email saying, so on your last drive, you looked at your phone like 3 or 4 times.
Wow.
And if you keep doing that, we're going to kick you out of the program.
So it's a nanny cam.
So it is a nanny cam. But it's not a bad thing.
So far, it's going really smooth.
So far, I mean, we're going in a straight line. I would hope so.
It's a straight line with no stop signs or stoplights. So,
but every once in a while, though, in this mode, it will completely decide when to change lanes, when to do anything, and I've actually had it kind of pull some surprising maneuvers on me. I was going down Skyway and then going to turn on Old Skyway, or I was going to go, straight to Paradise, and instead the car decided to turn right on Old Skyway. So all of a sudden the blinker was on. I was in the right lane. I was like, "What's going on?
I don't want to go this way.
I don't know what's going on." And it was too late. It was like, "Okay, we're doing this," and that was the way the car went. And
you're not necessarily at the mercy of the Tesla Autopilot. You're at whatever Google routes you ask.
Pretty much. Until Tesla adds waypoints or the ability to select some sort of different route that you want to go on, you kind of are.
Because Google's done some weird stuff to me in the past, routed me down weird places.
That's the last thing you want when you're in a car that's on autopilot is for it to pull surprising maneuvers.
Yeah, the car should slow down for this guy, but so far it isn't. Okay, there we go.
Oh, it's going.
I was gonna say.
And
oh, I see.
Emergency.
I should probably disengage just because we have some emergency vehicles here. It's probably a good idea.
Somebody got smashed. See? Non-Tesla. You'll notice that car that was in the accident was not a Tesla.
Supposedly, they're going to actually show emergency vehicles on this visualization someday.
So it'll be able to tell?
But they haven't so far.
Oh, I noticed a shift in the drive of the car when you turn that on.
Yeah, it sometimes is a little touchy. Okay, now the light's green, so we should get a blinker here. And it's slowing down, and it's going very slowly, but it is doing it. Taking the turn. There we go.
Wow, so it did all that turn?
Yep.
Wow, that was actually a decent turn.
The guy behind me wasn't too happy about it, but...
Well, people usually aren't.
That's kind of the way it goes.
We're in California. People are never happy.
It actually thought that thing with the balloons was a person. That was kind of funny. But let's see, this will let us have a left-hand turn. So we turn on to West Park, which might be where this person is going also.
Oh.
No, they're not. So So we're gonna slow down. And there we go.
Wow, it actually does a decent job, like
Okay.
keeping its distance and everything.
There's our blinker.
Here we go.
Okay.
The dotted line is the path
Wow.
the car is anticipating to take.
It's actually a decent like job. Wow, it did a really good job turning.
Oh.
Yeah. Slowed down, everything.
It didn't clip the line or anything.
Let's see, I'm gonna go down to 35 just because it is a 35 zone, and I don't know what that was, but we can hit this button right here, and that'll take a snapshot and send it back to Tesla to have them look at that data
Interesting.
Oh.
to try and figure out if there was something weird going on. So it's probably going to end autopilot because it assumes that we're here, and it's not smart enough yet to navigate these parking lots. It kind of is. Like, you can see that it can, even though this is not mapped data, it's still
figuring it out.
is figuring it out, and it's figuring out a path. It's almost like a snake tongue, like trying to figure out, it's like, which way do I want to go? Like, it actually thinks there's an opening there, but there's not.
It just figured it out. It drew the
Yeah.
barrier.
And it's funny, it thinks there's a person up there, but there's no person.
It's a sign. Well, it figured it out.
It's a ghost.
All right,
not
where,
good
let's
news.
see. Let's find somewhere that we can go, like this place. I don't even know what this is, but we're going there.
It's a management facility of some sort. Ooh, that looks interesting.
Okay, so we have a bunch of left turns. Let's try it and see what happens. So let's see, it won't let me, there it will. Okay, and it's gonna go at 10 miles an hour. So let's speed that up a little bit.
Start out slow or not at all.
We'll go 35, which is the speed limit. So we should be taking a right turn here.
So weird.
Now it thinks it's like on a single lane, which is not great. Like, it's careening down the middle of the road, which if there was another car would not be good.
Yeah, I wonder why they don't bias it to
And-
the right.
Ooh.
It knows it has.
A little adventurous. Definitely it thinks we're on a single lane road, for sure. And now it's kind of hugging the right side, which is where it should be.
Yeah, it should bias to the right side even if it's a single lane
It's
road.
still a little further over to the left than I would. Oh, and it went right over that pothole. Okay, it's stopping at the stop sign. That's good. Notice that it goes wide on the intersections.
Yeah.
And then it was like, okay, we're turning. Now it's a little hesitant. But it kicked us down to 25 miles an hour because there must have been a sign somewhere that said 25. I suppose on those residential streets it would be. So now it's going to stop at the stop sign.
It brakes harder than I would if I
Yeah.
was driving.
Yeah.
So the Tesla Autopilot does not get 100 on the
Autopilot
score.
creeping forward for visibility. It's going to go straight. Okay.
Good.
Now there's a yellow line, so for sure it'll behave itself. But
I wonder if they were scoring the Autopilot, what score it would give it, because it does some pretty hard braking.
yeah, it's kind of funny. Some people have described it kind of as driving with a student driver.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe like a drunk person or something in between. It's definitely not perfect. Like, in watching other YouTubers that have been taking videos of this, I'm like, they must be showing only the very best parts of this.
Yeah.
Because there definitely are imperfections and problems. There's no way I don't think it's ready for prime time at this point.
Oh, yeah, and what's the version you're currently on, too?
So I'm on version 10.3.1.
Deer.
There is a
Let's see if it
deer.
sees it.
I got my foot over the brake. It did slow down for
Oh, it's
the
a
deer.
pedestrian.
Yeah, I thought it was a pedestrian,
That's awesome.
but it did slow down, which is the important thing.
Yeah, it slowed down.
Like a lot.
Yeah, a decent amount, more than I would have in real life. But you know, the car is fairly cautious at this point. It's actually interesting. There are some different settings. I'll show them to you when we get to this waypoint here. I can pull over and show you. There are a few different settings that you can set on sort of the. I wonder if it'll pull over or not. I think it'll just stop. Okay, so it's just going to stop. So let me pull over. There are some different settings that you can do right here, where you click Autopilot, and so the full self-driving profile, it can be on chill, which is it'll have a larger follow distance and perform fewer speed lane changes. Average, where it'll have a medium follow distance and may perform rolling stops. And assertive, where it will have a smaller following distance, perform more frequent speed lane changes, and will not exit passing lanes and may perform rolling stops. And it was funny when it talked about rolling stops, all of us were like, is that even legal? Like,
So that's the California driver.
yes. So I've kept it on average, but so I know a lot of people have recommended, like, you really should go to chill maybe if you're just starting out messing around with it. That person behind me probably is.
Woo!
Ooh, that was okay. It's
Came to
gonna-
a complete stop. Don't
Right.
clip the car. Don't clip the car.
Don't hit the car.
Ooh, that was maybe a little closer than I would have taken that turn.
I could see that I was far enough
Yeah,
away
you
from
were
it,
far
but-
enough away, but that's probably closer than I would have got.
Yeah.
So there you go. It's got a thumbs up for not hitting things.
Oh,
As I say that, it wigs out a little.
Swerved for
it bobbed when it should have weaved.
There we go. I'm going to shut this camera off before we get back to his house. So we will see you later.
Bye.